We're seeing here a situation where the saltland pasture is of great value. The paddock, that side, was able to be deferred because of our saltland pastures, the paddocks we've just seen, and this paddock was grazed right through. The comparison, the density of the pasture is very obvious, and this is where the saltland pastures will integrate more and more into our farming program, because I think as we get more sites and our management improves, hopefully we'll be able to do much more of this, and we'll actually produce more wool and more meat because of the saltland pastures.
The demonstration project we ran here was the value of deferment in having the saltland pastures and what that means for the annual pastures getting away at the breaker season. So the paddock to our right here was deferred for 6 weeks from the breaker season rains in May, whereas sheep were put in here about a week after it rained. The 6 weeks break that the paddock to the right got was where the sheep went down into the saltland pastures, and then the sheep would just run from May through to May, and the Pickfords kept grazing days records. Over the 12 months there was 25%, the stocking rate was 25% higher than in this non-deferred annual paddock. So there's a bit of a direct production value, but I'd say the big point to make is the resource conditions. So I mean, this paddock's obviously got a lot of issues that the Pickfords need to kind of manage their way out of, whereas the paddock to the right is got a better composition and it's going to be ready to go.
Well, it's really forced us in a position where this paddock should have been cropped. It wasn't scheduled to be, and so it didn't, but it really should have been cropped or new pasture seeded into it. It's been very affected by the heavy grazing.
Yeah, so while the value of the saltland pastures in themselves, in terms of the shelter, in terms of the water use, in terms of the nutrition at a different time of year than what the annuals provide, there is this resource condition value of the annual pastures just at a whole of farm level.
Oh yes, and we've got to get better at doing this, and the saltland pastures give us the opportunity to be able to do it.
Were you surprised that the big difference? I mean, deferring annual pastures isn't a new concept or anything.
No, but this direct comparison really proved it. And I mean, I think we probably suffer from this sort of pasture a lot because of lack of being able to defer. And it's probably one of the reasons why our stocking rate is still not rising enough. This is a pretty poor pasture. And will need to be corrected. But yes, Sal, it's